Hello everybody, my name's Daniel Peters. Welcome to this Mastery of Metal lesson about using the metronome. I've heard people saying that using the metronome is boring and it's going to sort of stifle you, and that it's not necessary. First of all, I want to say using metronome is your best friend, particularly if you want to play heavy metal, because metal revolves around being able to play fast and accurately. So I'm doing my project, which is Retaliation Unleashed, and I've got to play with my little brother, the drummer. And if I don't practice with the metronome, when I play, my playing's just going to be sloppy and it's not going to be tight and match up with the drums. That's number one. Number two, the metronome is a useful tool, just like going to the gym, to help you develop your playing, and you can go up by increments, say 5 to 10 BPM. So I always recommend that you make a routine where you focus all your playing and your practice to maximize your effectiveness and progress, and I always start with the metronome warm-up, so that's how I do it, maybe 5 minutes. So I'm just going to show you how to use a metronome. It's really very simple. So you can download your metronome, they have them in the App Store. They just make a noise. You want to be able to hear it, like a click or a hi-hat, whatever it is. And depending what you play will depend on how you set up your metronome. Now, it's not really how fast you're going in BPM, even if you put it on, 200 BPM, but you're only playing, one note for every beat of the metronome, that's still not fast. And if you're playing 4 notes per beat, then you're going 4 times faster. So there's ways to use it. Now we'll start off just practicing at a low speed for beginners. So we'll put our metronome on 80 BPM and we're just going to have a steady beat. So we'll set that up. Okay, so now we need 80 BPM metronome. Okay, so now we've got 80 BPM. And the first thing to do, this is quite slow, is to just find where your beat is and be in time with it. So I'm going to play an open E. And you want to line up with that thing perfectly. Sometimes you can practice by tapping your foot. That's what the old blues musicians would do. Okay, so you can hear I'm in time with that. Now, depending what you want to practice, suppose you want a scale. Okay, so I'll do some pentatonic. So let's try a pentatonic scale in the key of A. So starting on A. And I mean, obviously that's really boring, but I'm just showing you just the simple way to actually use this thing, okay? Now, the first thing to do is match up your playing with the metronome. So, and you can hear I'm in time with it. Now, if I want to play like that, that's going to be quarter notes, which are 1 note per 1 beat. Sorry guys, I've just forgotten my major scale because I never play it. Okay, so that's 1 note per beat. Now if we move to what's called 8th notes, we're doing 2 notes for every 1 beat. Okay, so that's pretty easy. So if you guys have got the idea of that, you've got quarter notes, one note per beat, eighth notes, which is 2 notes per beat. Now we're going to go to 16th notes, which is 4 notes per beat, and this is important for heavy metal because you often use these, they're faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now some people say 1E and a 2E, or you know, pineapple, pineapple, or whatever they say. It's still going to be 4 for each beat. So here we go. Okay, so that's just your basics. Now that's using the major scale, but you can also do really anything. So if you're playing lead, practicing hammer-ons, you can so if I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or triplets. Now that's pretty slow for triplets. Okay, so you're starting to get an idea how to use this thing. Let's move the speed now and change it to 100 BPM. So metronome changing to 100 BPM. So we've got our metronome at 100 now, a little bit faster. And let's try the quarter notes. So just remember that's 1 note per beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, wrong. Okay, so you can see that's easy. Now eighth notes. I don't know why I keep playing that wrong note. Okay, that's easy enough. Please forgive my wrong notes. I don't know why, but I never play the major scale. I always play minor, so I'm just a bit rusty. Let's have 16th notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's quarter notes, 1 note per beat, eighth notes, 2 notes per beat, and 16th notes, 4 notes per beat. 30-second notes, you can do them, but I find them difficult to count. So it's probably easier if you just put your metronome at twice the speed, say 200, and then count 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of trying to count 30-second notes, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Now let's try some rhythm. So triplets and a gallop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting to get a little bit faster there. So you can see how we can practice a bit of rhythm and a scale there. You can really play anything with the metronome. So if you've got like a rhythm part, like you practice it with the metronome, you're going to have much better timing. And the same with your lead. If I did some hammer-ons, or some tremolo with my you can see that metronome is really helping me to get my timing improved no matter what I play. So I recommend that you always start with a warm-up with the metronome, and I think this is very simple. Anyone can do it. You start with a speed that you are comfortable with, and probably always use a scale, and then just build your way up. And once you're getting to say, we'll put the metronome finish up, this lesson, put the metronome at 120. Okay, so finish this lesson, we'll put the metronome at 120, and let's try our 16th notes again. So here we are in A major, 16th notes at 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's starting to get faster now for a scale, and the same for our rhythm. And you want to practice to get it sounding as clear and perfect and in time as possible. Bit of a gallop. And try again, just a few hammer-ons. A little bit of tremolo. And that metronome is really essential for our practice. So I hope you can understand how to use the metronome. It's very simple, and for more advanced timing things like, 5/4 time, or, sort of different things like that, where to put the accent, we will have that in another lesson on strange time signatures. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you found it simple, and I'll just recap it. Always practice with the metronome, use it as your warm-up, and start at a slow speed, work your way up, just start at 70, work up to 80, and quarter notes, eighth notes, and 16th notes. They're just subdivisions of time, which is very easy. So thank you very much, and I hope that the metronome will infinitely sharpen your playing and timing. Have a nice day.